I am a proud partner of Car Marshal. If you are interested in a new or used car, please check out Car Marshal. Click on the link in my description box below. No credit check, no cosigner. That's Car Marshal. On October 17, 1991, Tupac was assaulted by two police officers for just crossing the street. Officer Boyovich and Officer Rogers approached him and accused him of jaywalking. They asked Pac for his name and identification, and then they ridiculed him after he stated that his name was Tupac. The two officers told him that he needed to know his place, and they were charging him with jaywalking. Pac felt that it was a petty crime, so he kept yelling at him and asking for his citation so he can go on about his business. The next thing he knew, he was getting buried into the concrete with his face down into the gutter. After he woke up from being unconscious, he was covered in blood and he was in cuffs. Then they took him to jail for resisting arrest. Pac sued the Oakland police for $10 million, but the suit was settled for a reported $42,000.
Basically, I walked across the street, 17th and Broadway. The police officer stopped me on the sidewalk and asked to see my ID. They sweated me about my name. The officers said, "You have to learn your place." They were charging me with jaywalking, so I was riffing, arguing about why would they charge me with such a petty crime. So I kept yelling, asking them to give me my citation and let me go about my business. Next thing I know, my face was being buried into the concrete and I was laying face down in the gutter, waking up from being unconscious in cuffs with blood on my face, and I'm going to jail for resisting arrest. That's harassment to me, that I have to be stopped in the middle of the street and checked like we're in South Africa and asked for my ID. Officer Boyovich repeatedly slammed my face into the floor while Rogers put the cuffs on me. That's not called for jaywalking.
On October 31st, 1993, Tupac had a performance at Clark Atlanta University. After the show, Pac, along with others, was pulling up to the hotel that he was staying at. There was a commotion outside, but he really couldn't see what was going on. As they got closer, they saw that a fight was happening. So as they got closer, he saw two white guys jumping a black guy. Pac jumps out of the car and he walked over to the men. One of the men pointed a gun right at Pac's sternum. Pac raised up his shirt and said, "Shoot, it's thug life." That wild statement confused the man and he froze. Then the man busted out Pac's windows of his brand new BMW 750 that he just bought. He started busting out the windows with the butt of his gun. Then the two men took off running. Pac drew his weapon and he fired at the man, hitting him in the butt and the stomach. Come to find out, these were two off-duty police officers. Two off-duty police officers going around that night harassing black people. On September 3rd, 1994, Tupac performed at the Mecca Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The show included Scarface, Escape, and also Spice One. On the way to the show, Pac read about the killing of 11-year-old Yummy Sandifer.
When Robert Yummy Sandifer was shot in the back of the head and left for dead in a pedestrian walkway at 108th and Cottage Grove, the crime was so shocking it made the cover of Time magazine. 1994 was a violent year in Chicago with 930 murders compared to last year when there were 415. But for many, the streets of Chicago don't feel any safer.
I remember a city on edge. I remember even my surroundings on edge.
On September 1st, 1994, Robert Yummy Sandifer was killed due to gang violence. Pac dedicates a song to him called Young Niggas on the Me Against the World album. Pac mentions Yummy Sandifer many times in many different interviews and songs throughout his career. And in a 1995 prison interview, you can see the picture of Yummy Sandifer in the background. Pac took the stage in the Mecca Arena and opened up with Bury Me a G. Pac saw members of the alleged gang who killed Yummy and stopped the show. He yelled at them saying, "Y'all better stop killing these babies or I'm gonna start killing y'all."
Be with them, but yeah, I had a run-in with them in Milwaukee because that was when that little kid died, Yummy Sandifer.
Yeah, I heard you sent a shout out to him.
Yeah, I had to do the show that next day after they just killed that kid.
Yeah.
Because you heard what happened, right?
Yeah, they executed him.
Right, they executed him, and I was out there when I did the show. The gang was in the audience. The whole gang had bought out the stadium.
Damn.
So I'm rapping to the niggas that just killed this little kid.
Oh.
And they all screaming out thug life, and I felt bad. Like, wait a minute, they got it twisted.
Yeah.
So I started cursing them niggas out, like, y'all niggas cowards. Y'all niggas cowards. Y'all killed that kid. Y'all niggas is punks, man. I hate all you niggas. I hurt all you. Them niggas start throwing shit. We had to shoot out in the stadium.
Damn.
It was tough, man. The whole gang tore up the whole neighborhood. But then I started getting letters from that area where all, the mothers, the girls was writing me, thank you for doing that, because everybody's scared of these niggas. See, that's what I want to do.
That's right.
I wonder if these gang niggas ain't gonna get straight, then I want to take them out the gang.
That's real.
Because if they don't, it's making trouble on us.
Yeah, because if you ain't part of the solution, then you part of the problem.
No doubt.
Therefore, you gonna be trying to whack us anyway.
No doubt.
See what I'm saying? So shit, business as usual.
The people in the crowd began throwing coins and other items onto the stage. Then Pac got on the mic and offered $200 to bring the suspect forward. Pac told him he would get you paid, but he would die tonight. You can flash them gang signs all you want, but I'll kill all you MFers. The madness followed him all the way backstage, all the way into the dressing room. As the police stepped in, they searched the dressing room and found 2 semi-auto handguns in Pac's room. And Pac was removed from the rest of the tour. See, you have to understand where Pac comes from. Pac was born with that revolutionary blood in him. With a mom like Afeni Shakur, a godmom like Assata Shakur, and a stepfather like Mutulu Shakur, Pac had no choice but to be a rider. When Pac was little, he was surrounded by a bunch of revolutionary cats. He was surrounded by a bunch of riders. Pac was going to all these meetings. He was around these dudes soaking up game. They put that warrior spirit in him. Pac was around some serious dudes.